This is the Fantasy Roadshow.
Oh, welcome in to another episode of the Fantasy Roadshow with your hosts. You can call me Truck. You can call him Kulz. You can find me at fantasy_trucker on Twitter. You can find him on Twitter at Kulz_sports. While you're at it, please support the show. Go check us out on Twitter at Fantasy Roadshow. Follow the show account. And also check us out on Substack, thefantasyroadshow.substack.com for all of our written articles. And as always, this episode is brought to you by Rule One Proteins. Go to www.rule1proteins, enter in code Roadies40 at checkout to get 40% off. If you're looking to get back in the gym or just looking to re-up your supplement game, they got the best products on the market. Check them out. You won't be disappointed. Kulz, happy Sunday. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. I'm going to tweet out this link real quick.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think I scheduled this for yesterday at 10 a.m. on YouTube because right when I signed down this morning, it was like going live. And I'm like, what? So, yeah, my mistake if I had that scheduled for Saturday, but it was labeled Sunday. So we're good to go. Welcome in, everybody.
Oh, yeah. 1 sec.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to go over all of our last minute start sit questions here. If you guys feel free to chime in at any point. I have some questions prepared. I know Kulz has some questions prepared for each of our own lineups. You guys can hear us talk about the lineups we have together and who we're going to be starting ahead of who. So a lot to get into today. I'm really excited about this Sunday. Should be some great football games on. Yeah, I'm dealing with some car troubles. Yesterday, my car died. It's stranded in a Lou Malnati's parking lot right now.
So you just battery? What happened?
It's the alternator. It was the battery yesterday, so I got a new battery, and then it died on me when I went to go pick up a pizza last night. So, yeah, fun stuff, huh?
Join us. That's horrible. 1 second. You know how I am.
I know. It's all right. Do your thing. So yeah, that's what's going on in my life.
Loud too on camera.
You have to say it out loud as you're typing. Your brain works in a simple way.
Week 8 roster. Okay, we're good.
All right. Not much news to get into this morning. I know they came out. I saw the report that Derrick Henry is not going to get traded by the trade deadline. I know everyone was kind of looking forward to that.
Potentially, they said Hopkins and Henry are staying put, but they're also listening to offers. So I just think it's irrelevant.
Yeah, that's they're contradicting themselves, so that's fun.
I mean, it's just it's like, okay, whatever any of that means, we're just going to throw it out the window.
Yeah. I did see Brock Purdy is cleared to play. He'll be getting the start for San Francisco today, so that's notable information. Jerome Ford is kind of trending like he's going to play today. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
he logged some practices at the end of the week, and like there's a legit chance that Jerome Ford plays today, which kind of screws me up.
Capacity, I think.
Yeah, so big workload for Kareem Hunt, but we'll see what happens. Let's see what else. Yeah, I mean, other than that, let's get right into it, huh?
Let's do it.
All right, so I'll start it off. I got a question for you, Kulz.
Okay.
This is a big group of running backs here, okay? And I need you to pick one. So I'm going to list off. There's 5 running backs. I'm going to list off for you. I need to start a running back 2 in my lineup, and I'm questioning who to start.
5 running backs.
5 running backs on my roster outside of my running back 1, and I need to start one of them in my RB2 spot.
Okay.
And so you got Kareem Hunt at Seattle, obviously with the Jerome Ford news. That's what's giving me pause. He's in my lineup currently. Then I have Chuba Hubbard on my bench along with Miles Sanders. So I have the tandem of those 2 to pick from. I also have Jaylen Warren going against Jacksonville and Royce Freeman at Dallas. Out of those 5, who stands out to you?
I probably go Jaylen Warren.
Jaylen Warren? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Hunt, if you're confident. Or I don't know. It's either Warren or Hunt. Probably lean. I just like Warren. I think he's going to catch the ball, his 3 to 5 times, which gives you a relatively high floor.
Yeah.
And I like Pittsburgh to win. So I think he's going to have a big game if that's the case. That being said, like the right call is probably Hunt, because regardless if Ford plays or not, it's not going to be like a full Ford game.
Well, yeah, that should be my follow-up question is should I have
Maybe.
reservation with Ford coming back off this ankle injury where he's barely as, you know
I
what
think
I mean?
I think he would fill in for whatever Pierre Strong's role would be anyways.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for that. Kevin O'Donnell, thanks for joining. Thanks for your question. Hi. Thanks for the show. You're welcome. You're welcome for the show. We're happy to do this on Sunday morning. This is our favorite part of the week. Devontae Smith or Sam Laporta for flex. He has Kittle in his tight end position. I'm going to go Devontae Smith. I'm still holding out hope that he has an uptick in production here after starting off the season slow. I think he's due for a big game, and I think this is one that he gets it. Kulz, do you agree with me, or would you rather go Laporta in your flex?
I would probably consider going. I would almost go Laporta in my tight end and Devonta in my flex.
So you're Laporta over Kittle?
I think so.
Yeah, the Lions are.
Yeah, I'd probably go Laporta. I think Lions have a huge game, and I think Laporta does really well. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm probably going Laporta and Devonta, but I could see why someone would want to go Kittle. He's had a couple like monster games, but for me, it's Laporta and Devonta.
Okay.
I think it's the Washington's given up the most passing yards. Is that correct?
I believe so. I can double check.
I think they've almost given up the most passing yards in the league, and they're the only team that has 2 cornerbacks in the bottom 10. They're just, this sets up as one of those bounce back Devonta games. Let's get them going early.
Yeah, Kevin, I would like to add in. Are you projected to win this matchup? Is this going to be a tough matchup? Do you need a high upside player or just a high floor? Because honestly, Laporta has a higher floor than Kittle. Like, you know what I mean? Just on a base, we've seen Kittle get 5 points multiple weeks. Like Laporta's not going to. Laporta's floor is like 10 to 12 points. You know what I mean?
I think either way, I'm in on Laporta and Devonta. Like that's
okay. Yeah, Kevin, thanks for your question. Kulz, what do you got? Are you cracking open a celly over there?
Don't say it.
Oh, not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
All right, what questions you got for me?
No free ads. I have a few here. I'm going to give you a long list. I have a flex player, and I need one. Chark, Singletary, Moss, McKinnon, Pierre Strong, and Gerald Everett. I probably take off Strong and Everett right off the bat.
Okay, so then after you take them off, so it's Chark,
Singletary, Moss, McKinnon.
Moss might not even play. Have you seen the updates on that?
I know, so I was scratching him as well. So then you have Chark, Singletary, McKinnon.
Chark, Singletary, McKinnon. I'm gonna go Singletary. I like this matchup. I think Singletary gets a big enough workload in order to produce for you in your flex, and I like him more so than Chark. I mean, you know, those Carolina wide receivers, it's like Adam Thielen and no one else. So I'm leaning Singletary, and I'd be pretty confident in starting Singletary in my flex.
That's what I have, but I think I was between Chark and Singletary, and I was currently leaning Chark. I knew you were going to say Singletary too, to just make my decision fucking worse.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
All right. How about this one? How about this one for you, Kulz? Derek Carr at Indianapolis or Jordan Love versus Minnesota? Derek Carr or Jordan Love?
Gosh, that's a really tough one. I probably lean Carr over Love just because, like, we've seen what a bad Carr game looks like, and it's not as bad as a bad Love game.
Dude, he was the quarterback 8 last week.
Yeah, so I think I think I would do that.
Okay.
That being said, like that's the safe pick. I would probably go Love just because I think that the Pack have a shot at beating. I don't know. I'd go Carr. Definitely Carr.
Yeah. I currently have Love in there, but I was leaning Carr, so I was curious to see where you would be.
Yeah, I'd go
LB
Carr.
leaning on.
I have both of those teams winning this game. You know, I just think it's a bounce back spot for I think it's a bounce back spot for the Pack at home. And then I just think the Saints are better than the Colts. So I have them both winning. Game script is probably pretty similar.
Yeah.
Is Watson playing?
I don't think so. Let me double check.
I think he might be. And a healthy Watson, like if he's playing, then that may sway me to Love because that has that really big play potential that otherwise doesn't really exist.
Watson is playing. He will be playing in this game.
Gosh, I don't want that to be the determining factor, but now I kind of want.
All right, so we'll revisit this in a little bit. We'll see what's going on.
Yeah,
here.
Give me a second to think on that. I want to play that game script out.
All right, B Cork, thank you for your question and welcome back to the show. I currently have Eckler and Bijan in my lineup. If Ford is out, would you start Hunt over Bijan? Well,
no,
it looks like
the real question here is B Cork, was it your birthday or another brother? Or not birthday,
wedding.
Was it your wedding or was it another
Yes, we heard Keith's brother was getting hitched on Friday. And when we were live on Thursday, we were chilling with you and we were curious, is that why you were drinking? You had the wedding the next day. If so, that's awesome that you joined the show Thursday night. But regardless, you currently have Eckler and Bijan in the lineup. If Ford is out, would you start Hunt over Bijan? No. I think Kulz, we're on the same page here. Eckler and Bijan is a lock. Ford seems like he's going to play, but I just definitely do not start Hunt over Bijan. I still think even with the inconsistencies in decision making for the coach, Arthur Smith, with him starting or with him playing his wide array of running backs, I think Bijan still has a big game, and we have a comeback from last week. So.
Yeah, I mean, last week it finally came out that there was he was experiencing pretty bad cluster headaches, so that would make sense as to why he didn't play at all.
Be quick, little brother got hitched. Mine won't say yes yet because I put in a 13-game parlay every Sunday. Hey, you're just trying to get the family up on some cash. There's nothing wrong with that, buddy. That's awesome though.
She's just waiting for the one that hits.
There you go. Immediately go get that ring. All right. Well, thanks for your question. Here's another question I got for you, Kulz.
Yep.
Marty DeMercader.
Yep.
Versus Baltimore. Marty DeMercader or Amari DeMercado or Miles Sanders versus Houston. You doing Marty DeMercader or Miles Sanders?
Probably Amari, dude. I don't even think he's gonna have a good game, but from a workload standpoint, he should. Chuba's getting the start there.
Is he really?
And, yeah, Chuba's starting.
Official?
Yeah, Chuba's starting, and they're going with the hot back. So if Chuba, yes, Miles Sanders is no longer the starting running back for the Carolina Panthers.
Wow. That hurts,
but it's a hot hand approach. So
yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I have Amari DeMercado in my lineup currently, but I saw Miles Sanders. Didn't know if he was going to try to.
Why does that hurt? We were pretty much a full fade on him in underdog. It's great for us.
Well, I traded you a first round pick in this offseason, so
hey, man,
that's why that hurts. In a dynasty league, I traded you in the hopes that Miles Sanders would have a great output this season, and that's not coming to fruition. So that's why that hurts. But I only have him in the one league, or I have two leagues, but I have Chuba in that other one, so I'm okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, mark that one. And
you don't get upset over 8-man dynasty league that has a chance of crashing after every offseason.
Well, let's pump the brakes. I don't think it has a chance of crashing, but
It's almost crashed.
it's definitely
year.
on thin ice. Nico Collins, B Cork, another question here. Thank you.
Collins,
Nico
not even
or
close.
Hunt for my flex half PPR. Yeah, Nico Collins, absolutely, all day against Hunt, even if it's half PPR.
Big game coming for Nico.
Yes. On a side note, Kulz, will you please just let me read the question before you answer?
No,
you
not when it's that much.
Jump on it.
Oh,
I know,
'cause we
but
do
I'm reading the
audio.
question for yes, it's a podcast version as well. So just please be patient as I get through the question. All right. You have any other questions you got that
I'm
you need help
practicing
with?
for Raid the Cage. I have to immediately jump when I know the answer.
I was watching that the other day. Great episode.
It's a great show. I love it.
It is. It is. It's a great show. I can't wait to see you on it. All right. So
you gotta let me know when you're watching because I may have some scoop on some stuff.
You may have some scoop on some stuff. What do you mean?
I just know what's going on.
Okay. All right. You got any other questions, or you want me to hit it?
We have questions.
Oh, yes, we do. For our lineups together.
Yeah. Dobbs or Teabag?
Dobbs or Teabag. So I did write this one down as well. And we currently have Josh Dobbs in the lineup, which I can understand why. He has a rushing upside. He had 7 rushes for 40-some yards in both of the last 2 games, rushing touchdown last game. However, Teabag last week completed more passes for more yards. Dobbs is taking on Baltimore, which is one of the toughest matchups for quarterbacks, and Teabag is taking on the Chargers, which is one of the easiest matchups for quarterbacks. So because of those factors, I lean Teabag, and obviously I'm wearing a Bears hat, and I'm excited
what
for the
about
game
yesterday
tonight.
when you said Dobbs?
I said Dobbs?
Yes, immediately.
Dobbs immediately. Yeah, well, as I was looking at it, as I look at it more and consider it more, I'm leaning on Teabag. Dobbs just hasn't looked good over the last couple of weeks. He's just trending in the wrong direction. Yeah. And
can I make this decision?
Yeah, you can make the decision because I am partial to the one of the players, and yes. If you want to go,
you actually said yes. You actually said I'm leaning Teabag over Dobbs. I could have sworn you said Dobbs.
Okay, all right. I was gonna say I'm like I'm going Teabag, baby.
I'm still gonna make this decision, right?
That's fine.
I think
that's fine.
We're gonna win our matchup either way, but
yeah. And to me, that I don't think the ending result between Josh Dobbs and Tyson Bagent is going to be that different. I just like the matchup with Bagent, and I like I like that play better than Dobbs. But with Dobbs' rushing upside, I think it's still a safe play. He completed what he had less than 150 passing yards last week and still put up 19 fantasy points. So yeah, I'm fine with that. Here's another question I got for you. CJ Stroud taking on Carolina or
Bagent,
Kirk Cousins?
18.8 or 18.18.
Was that Bagent or
162
Dobbs?
Touchdown, 24 rushing.
Yeah. Yeah, completed more passes for more yards. Good old Teabag.
Yeah, but look at Dobbs. You say he's trending in the wrong direction, but he really hasn't had a bad game. His worst game is quarterback 22.
Yeah.
Quarterback 13 last week. If that's trending in the wrong direction, I want a piece of that.
Well, I'm talking his quarterback play is trending in the wrong direction. His fantasy output is still the same because of his rushing floor and rushing upside with the touchdowns and running the ball. But as far as pure quarterback passing, he hasn't been a good quarterback lately.
Yeah, he played at Tennessee. Where did Teabag play college ball?
D2 college, not important.
Just not even, you don't know the name of it?
Nope. Don't care to learn it. Don't care to learn it. I just know that he set records in D2, and he was an all-star.
What
in D2.
records did he set?
I believe most passing yards, most passing touchdowns in D2 ever.
Career or season?
Career.
Well, he went to Shepherd College
Shepherd.
in Shepherdstown, West Virginia.
Yep. Thanks, B Cork.
Shepherd, bro. Yeah.
Shepherd. Yeah.
Shepherd College in Shepherdston, West Virginia. So.
Yeah, and he just absolutely dominated all those D2 bums. So I would expect him to. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
All right. So
Great.
CJ Stroud taking on Carolina or Kirk Cousins taking on Green Bay? CJ Stroud or Kirk Cousins?
That's a tough one. Gosh, just because I think the Texans win that game, I probably lean Stroud, but that's kind of a coin flip for me.
Yeah, it's weird because Kirk Cousins has been like a top 10 quarterback like 5 of 7 weeks. Like he puts up a lot of points, throws a lot of balls, and I have Stroud currently in my lineup because I do think that Houston has a really good game, and they win that one, and Stroud has a strong performance. But Kirk Cousins, he's never really a bad play in my opinion. So
yeah.
You're saying Stroud?
I'll go Stroud on that one.
Beautiful.
What about Ramondre or Lockett?
Ramondre Stevenson or Tyler Lockett? I'm going to say Ramondre Stevenson.
I agree.
Yeah, he's been playing better as of late, and yeah, I like him over more over Lockett. And I think, dude, after that JSN performance, I feel like he might see a little bit more production.
PPR: Amari Cooper, Javonte Williams, Deontay Johnson.
Amari Cooper, Javonte Williams, or Deontay Johnson.
Yep.
That one is tough. I lean Amari Cooper because of his upside. Javonte. No, I'm not playing Javonte. So it would be between Amari and Deontay Johnson. I'm going to go Amari. Amari Cooper, I would lean out of those three.
Yeah, I was considering Javonte, to be honest, and I probably would have considered him a lot more, but the weather, it could snow like 6 to 12 inches.
Oh, that's right. It's going to be a snow game over there. So
yeah.
All right. Terrell T, thanks for joining. Thanks for your question. Madison, Foreman, or Javonte in a standard format? Madison, Foreman, or Javonte? I'm gonna start and say Madison. Wow. Even though I would love to say Foreman, but Roschon Johnson's coming back. Alexander Madison's taking on Green Bay, and Green Bay's run defense is terrible. So I think your safest play would be Alexander Madison. What do you think?
I thought that's a complete shock to me. I thought you were 100% going Foreman.
I would love to play Foreman, but if I had the choice between Foreman and Madison, I have a feeling that Madison is the right play.
Stop, dog.
Are you leaning Foreman?
I am probably. I don't know. I don't know. Like I would have said Javonte here, but because of the weather, it probably takes me away and goes to Madison. Yeah. I just don't like Madison. I think he's losing his job.
Yeah, last week he had 8 carries to Cam Akers 10. Cam Akers touched the ball more than Madison. So realistically, Foreman and Madison are going to be in a very similar situation. They're going to be splitting carries. Roschon Johnson is going to probably get just as many carries as Foreman, but Foreman with the 3 touchdowns last week.
Yeah, I'm probably going Javonte, even though you're
going Javonte. Yeah. Well, I mean, the snow wouldn't the snow almost. I
think he's trending in the correct direction. I think I could see him getting more receptions this game because of the snow. Like if it's coming down, I could see them still trying to get the passing game involved, but they're being more like running back screens. And Javante's the pass catcher. Jalil's decent, but Javante is a great pass catcher. So I think I could see him. I just think Madison's trending in the wrong direction, and Foreman's got Roshan coming back, and I just think the Bears get their ass kicked by the Chargers. So
they're not gonna.
They're gonna get dominated.
It's not gonna happen.
It's gonna be a 2 touchdown plus game.
Nope, not a chance.
Bears
but Terrell, thanks for your question. Alex Smith, thanks for joining. Oh, you got it. I got it. Alex Smith, PPR. Start 1, Dante Foreman, Hopkins, Ridley, Pittman, or KJ Osborne. Start 1 in PPR. I'm not starting Hopkins if possible. Ridley either. I mean, Ridley's got a decent matchup, but I just can't trust him on a weekly basis. Pittman, I don't know. Kulz, what are you saying here? Because I'm leaning Foreman right off the bat.
I'm probably gonna go Pittman, I think.
Pittman?
Yeah, I'd probably go Pittman here. I don't know. We just talked about Foreman, Hopkins. I just don't like Levis. It would be between Ridley and Pittman for me, just because, again, I have Packers beating the Vikings, so the Osborne's out, and Addison's just by far the guy to own there.
Pittman's taking on the Saints, so probably have LaShawn Lattimore.
LaShawn,
or what is it? Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah, you just combine the two.
LaShawn Lattimore. Yeah.
LaShawn.
Yeah, and Pittman last week only had 2 catches, 83 yards, and a touchdown. Great production, but not a lot of volume, and he's got a tough matchup this week. Does that change your opinion at all?
No, I'm taking Pittman.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going Foreman, but he's going Pittman. So, thank you for your question.
You're going Alexander Madison over all those guys.
Yeah. Dylan Fink, thanks for your question. Thanks for joining. Got to pick one flex full PPR: Hollywood versus Baltimore, Mixon versus San Francisco, Downs versus the Saints, Hunt versus Seattle, or Michael Thomas versus Indy. Did I see something about Michael Thomas possibly not playing today? I saw something pull through here.
Downs. Hollywood.
Yeah, the Saints have added Michael Thomas to the injury report with an illness. He is now questionable for Sunday's game versus the Colts. So, Dylan, keep an eye on that. Michael Thomas is sick. Yeah, illness. Yeah. All right. So,
he says something else here. Was going to roll Mixon for safe volume, but struggling with Cook Diggs not getting projections. Oh, so he started Cook and Diggs, and they didn't. So he basically needs a hit here. Yeah. So he was.
I like Downs. Saints bad versus slot. Yes, they absolutely are.
Yeah, I could see Downs. I'm going Downs or Hollywood there. I think Hollywood just from being a number 1 target, and the Ravens are a great defense, but they will give up like curl routes. They'll give up yards in order not to give up the big play. So I think Hollywood could have a lot of targets leading to a bunch of catches. And if you get in the end zone, it's a huge day. But, I think he could have easily 7 catches this game. Downs, I don't know. I think Saints defense really good. I know they give up the slot, but I just don't think the Colts are going to have much going in this game. I think it's one of those things where they're going to game plan for Minshew, and Minshew is just going to get kind of swallowed up and have a shitty game.
Yeah, I'm leaning Downs, and I'm pretty confident with Downs over the rest of them, based on his production last week and the Saints struggling against the slot. So, for those factors, I'm going Downs. Joshua Downs. Dylan, thanks for your question, though. All right, Kulz, you got anything else? You got
Foreman or Darrell Henderson?
Dante Foreman or Darrell Henderson? The Rams are playing Dallas. I'm going Foreman. Give me Foreman.
Christian Watson or Rashi Rice, Daryl Henderson, or Dobbs.
Rashi Rice, Christian Watson, Daryl Henderson, or Joshua or Romeo Dobbs.
Yep.
Mm. Who do you currently have in your lineup?
Watson.
Christian Watson. Yeah, I'd stick Watson. Stick with Watson. I think he'll probably be your best bet to have a high upside play. That's not our league, is it?
No, but I'm no longer giving you that out of telling you who I have in the lineup. I could have said anyone and you would have agreed with it.
No, that's not true. I would have gone Watson. I was leaning Watson originally. Yes.
I'm not giving you the out anymore. Royce Freeman,
Mm-hmm.
or Charbonneau, Pierre Strong, Eli Mitchell.
Royce Freeman, Charbonneau, Pierre Strong, or Eli Mitchell. I'll go Royce Freeman, unless. Do we have an update on
Ken Walker? Yeah,
Ken Walker?
Obviously. No, I think he's playing though.
You do?
I mean, I'm sure
We have him in a
a
lineup. We need him to play.
He's playing.
Yeah, he's taken off the injury report. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with Royce Freeman. He has the most guaranteed production out of those players. So I'll stick with Royce. Is that who's in your lineup, Kulz?
Mahomes added to the injury report with an illness.
Really?
Expected to play.
Okay. All right, I got one more question for you.
Tyrod or Zach Wilson?
Okay, we'll go yours first. Tyrod or Zach Wilson?
This is ours.
Yes, this is ours. I mean, the matchup for Wilson is easier than Tyrod, right? Because they're playing each other, and the Jets have a outstanding.
Who do you think's going to win that game? Let's just put it that way.
This is tough. I think the Jets win the game.
Okay, so we'll go Zach Wilson.
Yeah,
for sure.
Who do you think's going to win the game? I'm leaning the Jets are winning the game.
I think the Jets will win.
Yeah.
I originally said Giants, and I actually might still have them in my super contest by the time we get off this.
Yeah.
At +3, but I don't know. I gotta do a little bit more digging on that game.
Yeah, I just think the Jets have such a great defense that they're going to keep them in this game, and then Zach Wilson's going to do just enough to win that game.
Yeah. The thing that worries me is that the Giants defense has been playing great, and Zach Wilson's just shitty enough that he can't win the game. So
also a possibility. All right, I got one more.
Tyrod's been like way better than Zach Wilson in terms of just making good decisions and executing.
He looked so good last week. So
we'll let me do a little bit more research. That might be a super contest game for me. So if that's the case, I am going to I'll just give you an update on what I see there.
Okay, that's fine. I don't think there's going to be that much of a difference between their production. So yeah, I'm fine if you want to go.
I have to start 3 wide receivers out of this group.
Start 3. Okay.
And by the way, this team's 2-5. I'm consulting a buddy, and I just haven't really paid attention to it too much. So team's 2-5, but the wide receivers room's insane.
Okay.
And it's a standard, which we don't support. So
not at all.
But anyways, 3 of these receivers: CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Ayuk, Devontae Adams, DJ Moore, Zay Flowers, Adam Thielen.
DJ Moore, Zay Flowers, Adam Thielen. Pick 3.
Yep.
CeeDee Lamb for sure.
Yep.
Oh my God, this is I see your conundrum here. Um, between Ayuk, Adams, DJ, Flowers, and Thielen. Surprisingly, I think I have more confidence in Adam Thielen out of the rest of those groups. He's been a top 10 receiver um, consistently. I mean, the guy's putting up 11 catches for 150 yards on a regular basis. So I'm going CD Lamb, Adam Thielen, and Brandon Ayuk. Who do you have? I
Right
would
now,
go.
I have Lamb, Ayuk, Adams, but I'm just your classic like just start the best receiver kind of guy.
Yeah,
Um,
Jimmy G is back. He's playing this game.
and
So
I would probably lean Zay over Thielen. To be honest, I think Zay has a huge day. It's so tough.
well, for me, with what you added in the context that you're 2-5 and you need a high upside, I feel
I don't
like
need a high upside.
well, you need a big win. You need a
I
you
don't
need
give
a
a shit.
okay. Well then, if you don't give a shit, go with Adams. I'm just saying, I think Thielen has the highest
I
ceiling out
need
of the rest of those
touchdowns because
players.
it's standard.
Oh yeah, I forgot to add that into
PPR means
context.
nothing. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case,
that actually takes Zay out, to be honest.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, Adams. Yeah, Adams probably has
I
the
totally, yeah. We started off by saying this is a standard league, and we don't even think about it. Henderson or Roshan? Probably Henderson, especially because it's standard.
Yes, yeah, especially because it's standard Henderson over Roshan. I like
Okay.
I'll go with that one. All
All
right,
right. Let's see.
pick one. DeAndre Hopkins against Atlanta, Cortland Sutton taking on Kansas City, KJ Osborne, Green Bay,
Who was
and
the
Brandon
second?
Cooks. Cortland Sutton, DeAndre Hopkins, Cortland Sutton, KJ Osborne, Brandon Cooks. Pick one, full PPR.
To be honest, this is kind of crazy that I'm even going to say this, but Cooks.
Brandon Cooks.
Because I'm not touching Sutton with potential foot of snow. KJ
Yeah.
Osborne, it would be between Osborne and Cooks for me, and I just think I think that Dallas is going to dominate this game. So,
And Cooks finally showed up last week, caught a touchdown.
yeah.
All right, let's go Cooks.
Oh,
B Cork, B Cork. Are you guys streaming the Bears game tonight? I will be on stream with Shane O'Mac. Kulz, do you want to talk about what you're doing tonight?
I will not be here.
Okay, leave it at that. Yeah, Kulz will not be here. Shane O'Mac will be in his place, and Shane and I will be talking the reactions for the what just happened. B Cork, I might prepare a little fantasy freestyle
Oh,
of the games. And by the way, I just want to apologize. I re-listened to that episode, and because of the delay, I was completely offbeat and it sounded like complete garbage because I had the beat way too loud and stuff. So I'm very unhappy with that performance from Pistol Pete, but
yeah,
I'll have another one coming for you soon, B Court.
yeah. Pistol Pete apologizes. PPR. So he's going back to his original question. He's just taken out Hopkins and he's taken out Osborne. So Alex Smith, start one. He wants Foreman, Ridley, or Pittman. I'm still going Pittman, man. I just think that I'm worried about Ridley in that offense, and I think Pittman like has the highest upside, to be honest. I understand the Lattimore thing, but I honestly don't know that against the Colts and Gardner Minshew that like they need to stick him on Pittman all game. So I just don't. I think they're gonna just go with like whatever their best team defensive lineup is. I don't know that he'll be shadowing them just because like they're gonna be focused more on shutting down Minshew than Pittman. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. I get what you're saying. I'm still going Dante Foreman here. I just think he has the most chance of scoring a touchdown out of these three,
If the Bears score,
which they will. So, and
If the Bears
it'll
score.
probably be Dante Foreman. All right. So back to the original question that you needed time. What was it? Was that the Derek Carr, Jordan Love?
Yeah, Love and Carr. I'm flopping back to Love. The big play potential, of Watson, Aaron Jones opening him up a little bit. I think the Packers win this game.
Okay, duly noted.
And if that's the case, then Love's gonna have a big day at home against a shitty defense.
Yeah, I currently have Love in the lineup, and that was my original thought process.
And
But
you're an emotional guy. You love Love.
I love. You are absolutely correct.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll stick with the guns and keep Jordan Love in there. I just saw I think last night I saw Derek Carr sitting on the waiver wire, and I'm like, let me just toy with this this option here. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that.
But does Michael Thomas, like, they're not? I mean, it's not like a huge factor, but
No.
the offense changes a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is. All right. Well, I think that's about it. If anybody has any last minute questions, feel free to chime in real quick. We're going to be signing out here pretty soon. I'll just plug the rest of our stuff. And if you guys have any more questions, we'll answer them real quick. Otherwise, I will be back with Shane O'Mac tonight. I love how that rhymed. I will be back with Shane O'Mac on Attack for Sunday Night Football, watching Bears take on the Chargers. We will be live at 7:30. Let's see. With your guys' help this offseason, I'm currently sitting first in my best ball league. Hey, let's go. We also, be on the lookout. I know Kulz is preparing to put out something on our best ball. Aren't you doing some type of best ball exposure or update on?
Yeah, I'll do it this week. I just
whenever, no rush, but
I want to do it before Thursday, so like the slate didn't start. But
yeah,
B Cork. When Fantasy Roadshow wins the Best Ball Mania this year, you're for sure coming to the celebration party.
Yes, we're getting a
we can do it in Chicago.
We're going to be getting a Fantasy Roadshow RV, and we're going to be traveling the country next year, going to different games. So
goals.
You can hop on board, Cork.
Goals.
All right. Well, I think that about does it. Again, you can find me on Twitter at fantasy_trucker. You can find him on Twitter at Kulz_sports. Feel free to hit us up at any point throughout the week or prior to any games with any of your last minute questions. You want to talk about something specific. We appreciate the inclusion. So
so I'm holding my mic. As you can see, I fucked something up with my stand.
What? No.
I just don't know what I did.
Oh no. Well, good thing it wasn't expensive.
I'll be able
to
get a new one, but I'm gonna have you I'm gonna build it with you, like watching it later.
Okay, sounds good. If you guys would like to support the show, we appreciate it. Go check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/sportsethos. Like the video, click the bell, subscribe to the channel, and as always, please go to our Twitter at Fantasy Roadshow. Follow the show account. Also, go to thefantasyroadshow.substack.com and turn your email for all of our weekly articles that go out. And as always, what?
So tonight you and Shane O'Mac, you're doing Sunday night stream, Bears, Chargers, and yes. Are you doing week 1 reactions as well, or week 8 reactions as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
And then we'll talk calls outside of stream. There's an update for next week. I got to clue you in on. So, all right.
Good one.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. It's work schedule, you know.
Yeah, I was just wondering if maybe you're back on the show.
No. I wish. I will be soon. I'll be back on set soon, hopefully. Please. As soon as these actors figure it out. The writers ended their strike and negotiated their contract. Now the actors, they went in and was like, okay, cool. You guys are ready to settle. Here's what we want. The executives walked out. They're like, we're not anywhere close. So
the actors are being high maintenance.
Go figure. Of course. Go figure. So, all right. So, I was going to say this episode is brought to you by Rule One Proteins. Go to www.rule1proteins.com. Enter promo code ROADIES40 at checkout for 40% off. If you're just looking to get back in the gym and you need some supplements, or if you're looking to re-up your supplement game, they got the best products on the market. Go check them out. You won't be disappointed. Other than that, Kulz, thanks for joining me on a Sunday morning. Good luck today on the Sunday slate. I'm sure I will be texting you throughout the day.
Yes, sir.
And good luck to all the roadies out there. Let us know how you're doing. Come join us tonight around 7:30 Central Standard Time. Brag and boast. Ask us questions.
Zach Moss
whole nine.
active.
Really?
Yes.
I was really hoping he wouldn't be active and see Jonathan Taylor go out there and smash.
He is active.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody, thanks for joining. Thanks for listening. You guys are the best. And buckle up.